Hello, everyone, and welcome to Political Science 101, Simmons College for the spring semester of 2021. I'm so glad you all have made the choice and are making the sacrifices to stay in school during these different and challenging times brought on by the COVID 19 pandemic and a lot of other things happening in our country. I know it's tough, and I know one thing that's great about Simmons College is that um, many of you are hardworking people. You're all hardworking people, but many of you have jobs, multiple jobs. You have families. I certainly have jobs besides this one, uh, and a family of my own. And so I understand the sacrifices you're making in some way, at least in those personal ways, and I appreciate them. Thank you for being part of this class and for watching this first lecture video. This one is going to be short because I really just need to tell you how the class is going to go and encourage you to read the syllabus and particularly the supplement to the syllabus that are posted on Canvas. They are on Canvas under the Files tab. Under Files, you'll see them. There's a syllabus folder, I believe. Yes, and they'll be posted in there. So take a look at those. You're all smart people, you are, and so I'm not going to be patronizing and read those documents to you. Please read them on your own. They're pretty brief documents, and they have some important information about how the semester in this class is going to unfold. First of all, grading is really straightforward. There are 3 quizzes and a final, but most of your grade comes from participation. Now, in these times of COVID-19, we're not going to be in a classroom. I know that some classes may or may not be able to go back in person after spring break. Don't know yet, but I do know that this class will not. This class will remain online. I'll post these videos to YouTube twice a week, and I will send them out as an assignment on Canvas when I do that. And this part is the most important part. When you watch the YouTube videos, comment below this video that you've watched it. Just tell me that you watched it. Let me know that you're here on YouTube, you're watching this video. And that's how you get your attendance grade. That's how you get your attendance grade. And any comments or questions that you post there, that's how you get your participation grade. So, if you keep up with the videos, comment, let me know you watched them, and also make comments, ask questions, criticisms even, if you want, to these videos. And that's how you get the bulk of your grade. All right. This class, American Government and Politics, it's important. It's important, but it is one of those social science type classes where you may wonder why Simmons College and other colleges, all colleges I know of around the United States, require people to take this class for certain degree programs. When your degree and the field you plan on working in when you get out has nothing to do with politics and government. The answer is pretty simple. It's because the politics and the government structure of the United States, of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, or wherever state you live in, and the city and county where you live, those institutions of government have a lot to do with your life every day, whether you know it or not. And when you take this course at Simmons, and you pass the course, which most people do pass this course, you're no longer completely ignorant of the way that those institutions impact your life. Now, I keep using the word institutions. I'm talking about different levels of government, different parts of the government. And I know that in the United States in general, and certainly in among certain demographics in the United States, there's an inherent distrust of government institutions. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The idea that, I am an American and therefore my government is great is a ridiculous idea. I'm proud to be from this country, and my father and grandfather fought in the armed services. But this country's not perfect. There are a lot of problems with the way that our government does things now and has done things in the past. A lot of major problems that impact everyone. Some people more than others. And we're going to talk about a lot of those things this semester. When I said this country's not great, or there's some things about it aren't great, it reminds me that 4 years ago today, Donald Trump was inaugurated as president. He ran a campaign with the slogan, "Make America Great Again." I ask you now what I asked my students 4 and 5 years ago at Simmons College. I said, when you hear those words, "Make America Great Again," doesn't that imply that it was great at one point? When was America great? When was it great? Was it great when women could not vote? Was it great when black people were held in bondage? Or when black men had the legal right to vote, but very open and public terroristic organizations like the Klan kept them from voting? That doesn't sound too great to me. Is it great today when the laws that are meant to keep, at least ostensibly meant to keep, all citizens and people in this country safe, protect the men who murdered Breonna Taylor? This country could be great. The pieces are in place in this country to make it a great place for everyone, or for most people. Maybe everyone. But we have a long way to go. When I say the pieces are in place, first and foremost, I'm talking about the United States Constitution. It is not a perfect document. It's not. But there are pieces in that document, that ultimate law of the United States, the Constitution, that could be and can be, and in some ways have been used to make this a better, safer place where people of different backgrounds and ethnicities and national origins can all thrive in the same country. But we need to use those pieces a little bit better, and we'll talk about that this semester. I hope some of you have had time today to watch the inauguration of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Every inauguration of a president is historic, but this one especially so, for a number of reasons, not the least of which is that the Vice President Harris, the first woman ever elected to nationwide office in the United States. So, therefore, also the first woman of color. It's a big deal. Joe Biden is now president. Also a big deal. No matter who you voted for and where you stand on politics, if you voted at all, also a big deal that Joe Biden is president. But there is a pattern in this country that most presidents have been old white dudes. This is not a country of nothing but old white dudes. This is a country of many different types of people. Ages, races, religions, ethnicities, ancestral, national origin. So, a lot to talk about this semester. But first, we'll talk about how our government's structured and how it runs. You got to get the nuts and bolts down before we can talk about things like the differences in the Democratic and Republican parties, the reasons people should vote, and the reasons some people don't trust the system enough to vote. So we're going to talk about all that stuff this semester. And again, I encourage you to read the syllabus, read the supplement to the syllabus. Some of you already reached out to me with questions about this semester over email. That's great. You can email me. Also, my cell number is there on the syllabus, and you can text me. You can call me if you want, but I'm much more responsive over text. I will do my best to return your calls and voicemails, but if you want to get me, if you have something urgent, texting is always the best way to reach me, but I answer my emails too. Thank you all again for being part of this class this semester. Thank you all for persevering and continuing your studies at Simmons College during these difficult and unusual times. And I hope to see you all on here Monday. The next video will be up. In the meantime, See if you can find the textbook. If you have questions about that, let me know. Do not buy the newest one. Contact Keisha Barger at Simmons College and see if they still have copies of the textbook that you can obtain and borrow for the semester. And if not, if you have to go buy one, get an older version. And if the page numbers don't match up with the syllabus, well, you talk to me and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out which part you're supposed to be reading. Either way, I'll see y'all on here Monday on YouTube. And don't forget to comment below that you watched this video. And if you have any questions or thoughts or concerns, reach out to me. Thank you all so much, and have a good rest of your week.